couple of other people trickling in as we kind of go on. I don't want to keep everybody waiting. Um, so if you guys can't talk, it's not a big deal. This is more for just people who want to talk and get on stage and talk. If you guys have never used this before, it's actually a pretty handy thing. This is the first time I've actually used it, but I've done a little bit of research on it. But basically, there's one person, whoever's on stage, which is where I'm at right now, gets to speak, and everybody's automatically muted, so I can't hear you. If you want to say something, you could just raise your hand. There's a little hand button down there at the very bottom, and you can raise your hand. And then what'll happen is I'll get a ping from it, and I'll accept it or send you accept it, and then you jump on stage essentially, and then you can kind of talk from there. Hey Paradox, thanks for joining. Uh, so the first off, again, I'd like to really thank you guys for being here. It means a lot to me that you guys are here, and I'll be recording this for the people that don't get a chance to be here today. There was a couple of people, unfortunately, they couldn't make it. They sent me a message and apologized. Looks like Paradox is already requesting to say something. Let's save the questions for later unless it's super important. You can send me a message. So again, appreciate you guys being here. Of course, the moderator team, Carlos and Austin, they appreciate you too as well. They'll be saying a little bit of stuff towards the end too as well. So the purpose of gathering everyone here today is to celebrate this amazing, huge, important milestone for the server. We hit 1 year. That's a huge accomplishment. I've been in several servers, not that I ran or anything like that in particular, but servers that were community based just like this, and within like 2 to 3 months they would die. Like when I say die, I mean completely dead. There's like no activity, no one's talking in there, and it's just dead, like the ghost town, tumbleweeds and things like that passing through. You can hear crickets. So fortunately that has, hey ZenDJ, thanks for joining. So fortunately that is something that has not affected us. We're still going strong. We're still a level 3 server. We have a very strong core base, members that are always dedicated to the server, and they're constantly talking every single day. And it's just amazing, to have people like you guys around to, talk to and game with and stuff like that, especially with all the crazy stuff happening. When this server was started, this was during the time that lockdown was still kind of in effect for most people. People were not at work, people were staying at home, depending on what part of the world you were at. It was strict or less strict, but this was really good for us because we could have a way to spend time with other people and just have a good time being at home, because everybody was just I was going crazy at home, what I mean, being at home and not really having anything to do that was super productive. I was actually working, but I couldn't, you couldn't go to the amusement park or anything like that. You had to stay home, and other than going to the grocery store and buying some stuff and whatnot. So it's great to have this server and people as cool as you guys, and it's just super amazing it's a great feeling to have good friends like you guys. I always consider you guys like family, like my extended family and stuff like that. So that's really cool. So 2021, it was an exciting year, and I really want to just take a quick down memory lane real quick, right? So when I first created the server, we had no clan tag. The server had no name. It was just called Call of Duty Cold War Zombies, right? That was just all it was. There was no personality to the server. There was no voice channels. Well, sorry, there were voice channels, but they weren't called like Juggernog and stuff like that. Like I said, there was no personality to the server. The voice channels were actually called Alpha, Beta, Charlie. So it was like kind of like a military themed thing, but it was just kind of for fun. There was no giveaways. There was no DAS Studio. There was no Kishin. There was no any kind of official rules. It was just a server just to kind of get people to come in and just play zombies and whatnot. I'll be honest, when I first started this server too, I didn't really have any kind of huge intentions for it. It was just to find a couple of people who really like playing zombies, and just casually and just having fun and whatnot. And that's all it was, just to play Cold War Zombies, and it wasn't anything more than that. The first couple of members that joined and became active is Carlos and a guy named Attacking Tag. He's still in the server, but I think he's going through some stuff right now, so he hasn't really been super active. Hey, Custrophe, thanks for joining. So it was the two of them. Carlos is from Portugal. I'm from the U.S. Attacking Tag, I think he's from Germany or something like that, but he's on the other side of the world. That's the point. When I first played with the both of them, my first initial thought was, man, like, first off, English was not their first language, so it was kind of a language barrier. It was the communication was kind of difficult between the three of them. They weren't really talking. I could barely hear them, and like I said, they're like 8 hours different from me. So I was like, wow, this is like not gonna work. The only active people I have out of these 15 people is these two guys. They were great, but in my mind, I was like, this is not gonna work. You know what I mean? Like it's just crazy, right? It just wasn't gonna work. But I kept at it, and one of the things I started noticing was when we kind of got to around like 20 members, we had like kind of a core like 3 or 4 guys that were like super active. And I started noticing that they were inviting people too, right? Like they're like, hey, this is a really cool group of guys in here. Come and check it out. And when I started seeing that, I was like, wow, there's like, we're kind of developing this community and people really like it. The intention of the server too was, as it started kind of growing, was, as we all know, Call of Duty is like a super toxic game. Unfortunately, the majority of the community is super toxic, especially when you're on multiplayer. Even when zombies, I got a couple of members that have stories where people are just like, don't pick him up, he's trash or whatever, right? And that's why I stopped playing public matches, because of people just being disrespectful to everybody, kids and all sorts of stuff, and I just don't stand for that kind of stuff. So the whole point of this server was trying to change the narrative on that, right? To get people to play zombies, play multiplayer, play Warzone, whatever game they want. Obviously, the main attraction was Call of Duty, and to just forget about everything else. It doesn't matter if your KD is 5.6 or whatever, and this person's KD is 0.6. It doesn't matter, right? The point is that we're having fun, and we're playing a video game. It's just a game at the end of the day. So when people were toxic about the game and they acted overconfident or super cocky and started talking down on other people, of course we would take action from that. And that was some stuff that you didn't see a lot in, right? So if you go into these different groups and different servers, and they'll have these rules and they'll say no bullying, no harassment, you'll see all that stuff. But when it happens, nothing happens to that person. They continue just harassing people and continue bullying them. So that was the huge main attraction to the server, is that everybody felt like they could say whatever they want in terms of obviously being appropriate, but they could talk about they could say, oh man, I hit round 11 in zombies for the first time, and no one would say like, oh, that's trash. We would all be like, oh, that's great. We would encourage them and give them compliments and stuff like that. And that's the main kind of the whole personality of the server and the whole feel, and the main thing for this server was for those kind of things. So anyways, sorry. As time kind of kept going on, of course the community continued to grow. We started to have different kind of voice channels and stuff like that. Everything you see today, competitions, all that cool stuff, everything you see today now is a huge like a jump from the way it used to look, right? And we still got a bunch of members in here that know exactly what I'm talking about, like what the server looked like before, and it's a night and day difference. One of the things I gotta say too that I really enjoy is seeing everybody from different cultures, right? Because we're Typhoon said this best. He said we're like kind of like a 24-hour shop. You know what I mean? So there's always somebody on. If I'm asleep in the U.S., Carlos is awake for the most part. Because he's on the other side of the world, the UK or something like that. And that was really cool, right? So you kind of see other people's cultures, like you see what kind of food they post, and you're like, oh wow, like I've never seen that before. I'd like to try it. You kind of start to learn other people's cultures and stuff like that. And the slang too. Pothicon uses a lot of that kind of slang where I'm like, I have no idea what you're saying, man. Like the other day he said this sentence, and it was like just a bunch of words. I was like, dude, are you even still speaking English? Because I really don't understand what you're saying. And even so, stuff I say like the word staple. Oh, that's like a staple, and some people don't know what I'm talking about. And so it's cool to kind of learn that stuff too. So it's kind of a learning experience to get to talk to people from all around the world and whatnot. So, uh, 2022, right? Kind of just to talk a little bit about that, right? This year, I don't, I want this server to continue growing. I want the members to continue growing, and of course, I want you guys to be here for that journey. Um, and obviously, with that, we couldn't have made it to this point without the members, right? And I really want to also give a huge shout out to the moderator team. Whether it's Carlos and Austin or the other guys that like Mopark, Edwin, and Brad, our first couple of moderators in the beginning. Because without them, we wouldn't be at this point. It's always important to have a strong team to back you up, which is what I have. I have a strong team to back me up. So I really appreciate their hard work and all the time and effort they put into you know watching over the server, hanging out with you guys, having a good time and not taking any BS from anybody. So that kind of wraps up a little bit a big portion of what I wanted to talk about, and I'll have a little bit more to say later. But I kind of wanted to turn this over to Austin and Carlos really quick because they have a couple things they want to say to you. So we'll start with Austin.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. So, uh, it was a fellow member T-Bret that actually recommended me to come to this server. He's like, "Hey, I know you play Cold War and everything, so I know this server. I'll send you an invite so that way you have people that you can play with." At first, when I came in, I was really shy. I didn't really want to just be in here on a daily basis. I was going through a dark place. But thanks to this server, it's changed my life so much. Like, I was really shy when I first came in, but after getting to know everybody, that after getting to know everybody here and playing games with them and taking part in these competitions, I feel like you guys here are a family to me. I'm actually happy with my life now. It's helped me It's helped me get out of the dark place. My original nickname when I first joined was Silent J. That was my Activision ID because I used to play solo. I used to play alone, and I wouldn't use game chat. But ever since this server, I've become more talkative. I'm always talking to everybody that's, conversating wherever it may be in the chat. It's just I can't stop thanking anybody enough more than enough for everything they've done for me. I hope this server has helped everybody else out like it did with me with Call of Duty, with having people to talk to, people to trust, and it helps me keep me distracted from real world problems that I go through.
That's awesome, man. Is there anything else you'd like to add, Austin?
No, once again, I cannot thank you guys for being in the server and being a part of my life.
Yeah, I can also kind of add a little bit to that too. Austin has um, grown a lot as he's not a kid or nothing like that, but he's grown a lot as far as his personality goes, and spending the last like year around him, because we talk a lot with each other, and spending the last year with him, he's evolved as a person uh, you know, quite a lot, and so it's been a quite a pleasure to work with him and have him on my team and have him in the server, being super helpful with everybody and always friendly and stuff like that. So thanks for that.
No problem.
Okay, Mr. Carlos Chalupa Batman, come on stage. Typhoon just said he loves you, Carlos. That should be enough motivation for you. Carlos? I think you guys are giving Carlos a nervous breakdown. He's probably crying right now.
Can you hear me?
We can now.
Yeah, I was
All
trying
right.
to talk, but I didn't.
Did you did you hear everybody though?
No, because they can talk. They only can listen for now.
Oh, sorry. Did you hear me? I mean.
Yeah, at the I did hear, and Austin too. So to everyone, thank you for being here. As you know, I'm the first one. Uh, I'm one of the first one to join to the servers because at the time I was locked down at home trying to do for the first time a zombies Easter egg because I didn't even play the other zombies. And I run out on Facebook and I found out Super. In this case, he sent me the invite to the server. I joined on the first day. We did the Easter egg, and I was like, "Wow, I think I'm gonna stay for a little bit to see if I can play with some people because I always playing solos in and zombies was a new thing to me. Give me a second. My dog is going crazy. Well, at least he can hear us. So continue. Since that time, I stay in the server. I made a new friends. I made bros because I don't get a lot of people to play. The only people I actually play is my brother because he's Warzone, and this was all a new thing to me. And besides that, all of you like to knife me, right? So you are always the knifing Carlos event. We already made two. Super. Make another one. You can make knifing, bazooka launchers, and like Apoctocom said one time, making snipers too.
Yeah, that so the whole knife and cross thing, like that whole event is it's kind of a part of our DAS culture to be honest. And there's a couple of things too that Typhoon has also left us everybody with is calling each other professionals and not needing stinking armor and stuff like that. So, Typhoon, if you're listening right now, like you have no idea how often people use those phrases in game. Um, if there's like one armor that drops and there's the three of us, like, hey, grab this, and they're like, oh, I don't need no stinking armor, and they run away from it. So, good job. That and Steffi's always saying stuff like, hey, we're professionals, we got this, and that came from Typhoon. So if anybody doesn't know, that's a Typhoon line. Both of those are Typhoon lines right there.
Yeah, that's
So
true. No perks, no stinky armor, anything. It just need to grab a few guns and shoot zombies.
exactly. Hey, Fallen, thanks for joining. So,
So you have to make another Carlos event.
oh, we will. We will. We did a launcher one and a knifing one. We got a, like you said, maybe a sniper one. That'd be great.
3 in 1.
All
Everyone
right.
can shoot his weapon.
Is there anything else you wanted to
It's all. And yeah, it's all.
add? Okay.
because if I keep sharing, I'm gonna lost on my I'm gonna be lost on my head.
So we have Rogue and Rogue Gaming in here and Aurora Dragonfly. They've actually been in the server for quite a while. I know they're not the most consistent active compared to other people, but they're super solid people. I remember when they first joined, we did an Easter egg with the die machine, and they were really fun to play with. So if you ever get a chance and they grace you with their presence, you should definitely play a game of zombies with them. They're super cool. Um, Now, I wanted to kind of give the next few minutes to let people, say what they want to say, to come up on stage and, if they want to talk about something or give a small little speech or something like that. Because a lot of this, like I said, is more of, taking a trip down memory lane and reflecting back and stuff like that, celebrating the 1 year. Or maybe you have feedback you want to give us, or something you want to suggest or something like that. So if you want to say something, don't be shy. Just hit that little hand button at the very bottom, and we'll get you on stage.
Hi, everybody.
Oh
This,
yeah.
this is Typhoon 632, and my name is actually John. I'm a 52-year-old man, probably the oldest of the group. And first of all, I want to apologize for not being active for the past few months. I need to be transparent about that. I know I talked to Supa about that. My company was recently purchased by a publicly traded bigger company inside United States of America. And fortunately, with that, I was promoted to a position, and I'm moving from Chicago to California. And upon reaching this role, there was just a lot of issues, and I'm actually in a hotel room right now with a really weak Wi-Fi, even though it's the Hilton, but it's really weak, and it just kind of took away that opportunity for me to play with you all, and I do miss that. And I think Supa and moderators kind of hit it, which I thought was fantastic. We all, are worldwide friends. We come to here to set peace. So a lot of us are going through some stresses. I'm away from my family. I'm, and I seek this group as sort of a diversity and an inclusive group that it doesn't matter who you are, doesn't matter where you're from. And yeah, we play zombies or we play a game that is competitive, and sometimes in multiplayer, it's a little bit toxic and competitive. Sometimes there's a lot of hate. Sometimes you hear that. But in this group, I never felt like that. I was welcomed with open arms. Didn't matter who I was. Didn't matter how I looked. Didn't matter my age. And each one of you all is special in my heart. And so I do apologize for not being active. And then one time when I found out about this, I had to say, well, I can't be able to do this. I have to kind of leave the group. And I did, but I came back because I miss you all right away. Says, wait a minute, this is sort of like that home away from home. And it was the right thing to do. I left for like 24 hours. And just within that 24 hours, I said, damn, I really missed that group. But yeah, so I'm alone in my hotel room on a Sunday, wishing to be home with my family. But I do kind of sneak in and just read the stuff to find some peace. Even though I'm not playing and I don't have my PS5 with me, it's back home. This is sort of that nice settling ground where you can kind of get away. And it's great to hear you all. It's great to have you in my part of my life virtually. Hopefully one day we will all get to meet. But I'm here and I'm committed to stay here. Even though I might not be active, I think in the next few months when things kind of settle down, I can start relaxing and enjoying being part of playing some nice great games. And yeah, we don't need no stinking armor. We are professional. When DAS kind of takes over a server and our tags are out there, it's something that I'm really proud about because it's not just a tag, right? This is truly a family. This is truly that group where we are truly accepted who we are. All right, I rest, Supa. Giving it back to you.
All right, cool. Yeah, Typhoon, I appreciate you coming up here and saying those things. Um, yeah, it's been a pleasure to have you, and trust me, we talk about it every now and then that we miss playing with you because it's a lot of fun playing with you, and you play a lot of rounds. You know, you can go from night to morning uh, without any issues, and even after you're done playing with that squad, you're still back in the squad finders trying to find somebody else. So um, that's great. So thanks for coming up here and kind of clarifying with everybody and talking a little bit because everybody clearly misses you and stuff like that. Steffi, I see your hands raised, but it looks like Rogue is up here right now. Rogue, did you have something to say?
Yeah, my bad. I really didn't know how to raise hands and whatnot. I'm still kind of new to the whole HQ thing. I mean, wow, HQ, the stage channel thing. So
Yeah.
that's my bad.
No, you're good.
But like I remember first joining the server like way late last year, and I can honestly say that it's been a pleasure to have a lot of you guys, just new faces and whatnot, just to run around and kill some zombies, man. And I don't know who you guys are that don't need armor, but kudos to you. But I'm dead if I ain't got it, so it really be like that. But yeah, definitely. Like you were saying earlier, Super ran me and Aurora through a bunch of Easter eggs and whatnot, and I've been able to run a few other members through Easter eggs myself, and it's just been a great pleasure all the way around to get a chance to talk to you guys, just kind of catch up and play around and whatnot. It's been an overall fun experience.
Yeah, man. Thanks for that. That's awesome.
How do I go back to audience?
I
Here
can
we
do
go.
that. All right, Steffi, let's see. Let's get you on stage.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, hello, hello.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, and they can probably hear you too.
Good. I just want to say thanks to everyone because obviously when I first joined last year, I was obviously playing with a bunch of friends who made us get zombies. And then when I bought it, they all disappeared and didn't want to play. So I had literally no one. Obviously being a girl gamer, you don't have many gaming friends. So then obviously I was looking on Facebook and then I found the group advertised for the Discord. Then obviously I joined it. And I managed to do an Easter egg, pretty much the same day I joined, I think. And then obviously the rest. And then helped other people do Easter eggs. But it's nice to have people to talk to because it helps you escape reality for a bit as well as gaming. And obviously helps you through personal shit that you're going through. Sorry for my language. Don't know if there's any youngers in here. But yeah, it's been really nice just to have people there for you, whenever you need it. No matter what time of the day, there's always someone online to speak to, or do zombies, or anything really. But yeah, sorry, I'm multitasking. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, it's been awesome to have you too, Steffi. With all the stuff you post in the kitchen too, it's always delicious looking and it gets us all hungry and stuff like that. I remember a couple times I was at work super late and I was getting hungry and you were posting all this food and I'm I'm getting hangry now. So it's always a pleasure to see that kind of stuff and Austin loves it when you post those foods too. That's why he calls you the queen there. So that's awesome. I remember actually a story about about Steffi. So I remember when she first joined, we had helped her with some of the Easter eggs, and there was one that she was trying to do is the outbreak one, and I think multiple people. I think I did one attempt with her, and we failed. I think Carlos.
8 attempts in total.
Yeah, but it was so many attempts. Typhoon, I think tried to help multiple times. Carlos and Austin, stuff like that, and everybody else. And
Yeah.
I
Law.
remember after it was done, like you disappeared for like a whole like 2 months, and we're like, we're never gonna hear from her again. And so like 2 months later, you came back and you haven't left since. We're like, oh crap, she's back. But I just remember because we were talking about it. I think me and Cars were talking about it, like, yeah, she's gone for some reason. She just used us and spit us out, chewed us up, spit us out.
How do you think of me like that?
But I'm sure you had some stuff going on too as well. Some people like realize like Discord is obviously something for gaming, but it's a really cool social media platform too as well. And it's contained with the people that you want to be in there.
Yeah.
So it's really cool and stuff like that. Yeah.
Obviously, I was going like some personal stuff at that time, which most of
Yeah.
you know about now.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's still ongoing. But I realise the support that I have, so instead of disappearing and hiding in my little bubble,
Yep.
I just come out and play or just talk or just wind people up and spam them.
All right.
Everyone knows if there's a spam going on in chat,
It's usually her.
me.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Trying to round everyone up to play.
All right.
But yeah.
Anything else you want to
Thanks.
add and let somebody else get the stage
Just
for a
thanks
bit?
for everyone being there.
Cool.
For being there.
All right. Moving back to the audience. And Crusher, if you see you're the first one the next one that jumped into the stages there. So if you want to say something, go for it.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Whenever I actually first joined this group, like sometime last year, I think it was like late last year. I'm not entirely sure. I really was like just bored and like actually just trying to see like if I could actually find like a solid group to play some zombies with, because like with Xbox and everything, doing the looking for groups and stuff like that just wasn't working for me. So so upon joining this group, I actually really do appreciate y'all helping me out with mostly all of the Easter eggs for Cold War Zombies, because it was difficult for me trying to do a solo. Like even though that I have been playing zombies like ever since like um World at War and stuff like that. It like I'm really just like a round based guy. I wasn't trying to go for Easter eggs at the time, but something clicked whenever I actually joined the server. This server is actually really amazing, and I do appreciate y'all helping me out. I know that mostly everybody that is inside this staging area is really active and things like that. And just seeing everybody being really supportive towards each other, that actually makes me happy, because honestly, um, life has been kind of difficult for me recently with my health and my physical health and my mental health. So I do hop in from time to time. Uh, I wish that I was more active, but I really just been trying to focus more on myself. Uh, the reason being is because I need to get I need to get better for 2022, because I recently just um, I recently just turned 22 on the 21st. So um, what I was actually gonna what I actually was gonna plan on doing was just trying to focus more on myself for right now. Whenever I do get better, I will definitely be way more active. I actually do have service on my phone, so that's relatively step one. So with that being said, thank you all for just really just being you. I I really appreciate all the laughs, and I really just enjoy just sitting back, just reading conversations, because you guys actually do have a good time, and 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 that is something that I really do appreciate. So thank you guys.
Yeah, man. We appreciate you being in the server and joining us whenever you get the chance and have the time to play with us. You're an excellent player, on multiplayer and zombies too. So it's always fun. It's always a treat whenever we get to play with you, man.
Yeah,
We
for sure.
appreciate you sharing some of that personal stuff with us, and that's great, man. It's good that you have some self-awareness of things that you got to work on, and you're gonna use this year to kind of get started on that checklist and get things together and stuff like that. But of course, if you need us and need any kind of support, of course we'll be here for you.
Always.
All right. Got anything else to add?
No, sir.
All right. Okay, Lord Dragon, you want to unmute yourself and let's hear what you sound like.
Hello. God fucking damn it. Hello.
That was a huge change in your voice.
I wanna cry.
I've only played with you once.
that was a fucking fail, dude. Oh my god, I hate my voice.
That's all good. All right, go ahead.
What were we saying? Sorry.
No, I was just saying real quick that I've only played with you like once, and it was like early on when you first had joined. So I kind of was like, I forgot what you sounded like, to be honest. So I was like, what's
Yeah,
Lord
it has
Dragon
been
sound like?
ages, dude, for real. Because, like, as you said, literally at first, we have 8 or maybe more hours different.
Yeah.
And I mostly have university the next day, so it's so complicated. A lot of times I'm like, damn, I miss playing with those guys from the other side of the world.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah. So, like everyone has been saying, this is a really amazing group. I really love every person in here, even people that I never heard or never played. I just know you are all really good people, and you're all amazing. And yeah, it is such a big family, and I'm so honored to be in here. Yeah, but don't really have much to say, to be honest. Because you guys literally just said everything. I just feel all the same. I'm like, I wanted to say like cute things and blah blah blah, and then I'm like, yeah, but everyone already said it. No, I don't know what to say. But yeah, I basically agree with what everyone has been saying. You're all amazing. It is super fun to play. I have to say, there was once that I played with Typhoon, and I was literally crying of laughing. It was so fucking fun to play with him, and also with everyone. Every time that I play with Austin, we always just end up doing random shit, and we're like, holy shit.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, also playing with Crow, like, he's such a chill dude, but the random things that can happen, it just makes us laugh, and just playing with anyone in here, we always end up laughing and just enjoying the time. So yeah.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, I'm happy that I entered the server. As everyone, we were probably not in a good moment of our life since,
2020
viruses and things in the world.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. We were talking about 2021, man. I don't have to say anything. So yeah, yeah, I'm really happy that I joined this really good group, and yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna continue, and I hope that it will.
Yeah, we look forward
Yeah,
to it.
thank you.
Cool.
Yeah, thank you very much for
No problem.
listening, and yeah, the awkwardness. I'm sorry.
All right.
Yeah, I think I'm done. Thank you.
Cool. Thank you. Is there anybody else that would like to say something? Remember, guys, it doesn't have to be anything personal if you don't want it to be personal. It could be even be a suggestion or an idea you might have or something like that. And this is a safe space, so you're welcome to talk about that and bring it up. Anybody else? Maybe Infinite, Jim Beam, Zen DJ. Zen DJ right here is a OG in the server. So it'd be great to maybe hear from him, our buddy there. Looks like we got a hand raise over here. Jim Beam.
What's going on?
Hey Jim. I always laugh every time I see that picture of yours, man. That's so cool. The little chihuahua with the rifle there.
Well, hold up. I can't hear anything all of a sudden. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I just wanted to say thanks to all y'all. It's been fun playing. Been busy as hell lately with work, so haven't really been on. I don't even think my PlayStation's seen me in over 3 months, but I'll be back in the spring when the winter months are over. But other than that, thank you.
Cool, man. Anybody else like to come up on stage? Anybody else? Yeah, don't be shy. Don't be shy, people. You got something to say? Feel free to come up and say it. We're also open ears to any ideas for the server, anything that you think would be fun or something to implement, like new channels maybe, or events or certain kind of competition or prizes. What would you like to see? Maybe a new design for the server. We got 3 designs with the Maxis, the Monkey Bomb, and of course the logo we have with the skull and stuff like that. So you have any design recommendations, some ideas, let me know, because I've been trying to think of something. All right, so let's get Typhoon on here. Yo. Typhoon? Typhoon, maybe I can't hear you. Maybe jump out and jump back in, maybe? Typhoon? I think it's that hotel Wi-Fi, man. Carlos, you want to come up on stage while we wait for Typhoon to come back and get his internet situated and maybe sing us a song?
Which I don't sing. only sing Super Trooper.
Do it. Sing
You
it,
want
man.
me
Sing,
to?
sing whatever you know, man. Sing whatever you know.
That's not gonna happen.
Get
So you
the
can
let's
post
get
the
the
GIF.
whole chorus up here. Let's get the whole band up here. Steffi and Austin sing that.
No,
All right.
no, 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 not gonna happen.
All right, let me
Let's Typhoon Journey.
All right. Typhoon. Typhoon. So let me actually question for you guys while we wait for that. What do you guys think about? There was something we had implemented about like a month and a half ago. It's the Nintendo channel. Um, it's for like Switch games or anything Nintendo related, like Pokemon and stuff like that. We did like one little tournament for Sword and Shield, and I know everybody's on the Arceus Legends right now, including myself. But what do you guys think about that channel? Do you feel like including like Switch games and stuff like that in the server is interesting and fun, or do you think it's kind of a like a waste of space or whatever? I'd really like to hear your thoughts there. If anybody wants to raise their hand and kind of give their 2 cents on that, good or bad, it doesn't matter. Typhoon, welcome back. Are you able to talk? Typhoon? Alright, I'm gonna move you back to the audience then, I guess. Alright, well, if nobody else has anything else they want to add, or any type of suggestions or anything that they want to bring up, or any ideas or something like that, you feel free to, send one of us a message, me, Carlos, or Austin, if you have any ideas or something like that, and we are more than welcome to listen to it and give it some thought and see if we can. Looks like, hang on, Steffi's got something to say real quick.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. I've got a suggestion. Obviously, you already know about the Hydra bot.
I was actually gonna bring that up right before I left, but I'm glad you actually raised your hand so you can kind of say it yourself.
Obviously, I've suggested a Hydra bot. I don't know if anybody else wants it or knows what it is. But then also, I suggested a 420 channel because there's a lot of 420 people in here just to post random shit about the things. And then also a Pokemon Go channel because there's a lot of people that play Pokemon Go instead of spamming chat with it. But yeah.
Okay.
That's my suggestions.
A Pokemon Go channel, a 420 channel.
Yeah.
and a
And the
Hydrobot.
Hydra bot. Yeah.
So the Hydrobot is a music bot. So basically, you invite the bot into the channel, the voice channel that you're in, and you can have it play music for everybody in that voice channel to hear.
But you can also like mute it as well if you don't want to listen to it.
Yeah, if you don't want to listen to it, you can people can individually mute the bot so they don't have to listen to the music and just the people talking. We actually had a bot like that a while back. It was called the Rhythm Bot. I think Rhythm Bot actually like discontinued itself, so it stopped working. But it's not in the server anymore. But it did that. It played music. You can invite it into your voice channel to play music and stuff like that. People either didn't know that it existed or even knew how to use it, but it didn't seem like too many people were using it. But if it's something you feel, that you would use and other people might use too as well, I have, no problems with bringing that bot in for everybody to enjoy.
Hopefully people will want it. I think it would be good.
And then the
Instead of
Pokemon
having
Go,
music in one ear and then that in the other.
yeah. And then the Pokemon Go channel, that could be a good idea because that way the if the various multiple screenshots of what you guys got in your collection don't clog up the main chat and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And putting it in a channel like that could be a good idea.
It'd be easy to find it all in one place instead of searching as well.
Yeah.
And there's
Alright.
stuff in my favourite Red Velvet Cake too.
And then a 420 channel. That'd be kind of cool. Probably make it like private for just those people.
Yeah.
Kind of like a smokers lounge or whatever.
Yeah, a chill out lounge.
It'd be like you, Pink Eye, and Mason in there.
Yeah. And who else was it? Someone else as well. There's a few people.
Maybe Jax, I don't know. T-Brit. All right, cool.
All of them will come out of the way.
All right, anything else to add, Steph?
Not that I can think of. This
Alright.
cake's good. But yeah, I'll post a picture of it for you if I haven't already.
Cool. All right, anything else from anybody? This is your chance. JX, Pink Eye, Have Fallen.
I think Pink
guys?
Eye should jump on in.
Mr. Knife, Shaggy, you guys want to say anything? Infinite. All right, no pressure, guys. If you don't want to come up, just want to make sure we kind of go over the list of people and stuff like that in here right now. And then, of course, for the people who are listening to this after we end it here, if you have any questions or anything you want to say, you can always send us a message, or you could talk about it in the main chat, whatever you're comfortable with. So, well, anyways, with that being said, guys, let's have a good 2022. Let's get a real good one out there, and continue growing the server and doubling our members and getting more and more core members and stuff like that, and people to all around the world to talk to and play games with and learn each other's cultures and stuff like that, because that's really great. And that's why we call each other a family, because it's almost like when we post our foods in the channel, it's like we're having lunch together or having dinner together and stuff like that. So it's always great to do that. Doing watch parties and stuff like that, watching movies, that's always fun. With that too, if you guys have any suggestions of movies, you guys are more than welcome to put it out there. And if we can get that video, we'll stream it for everybody to watch too. So, all right.
Pink Eye says he's waiting on a Forza comp.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry, I'm not really looking at. I see the pings, but I haven't really been looking at that right now.
I'm just looking.
The Forza comp. You're gonna have to talk to Mr. Carlos over there. But yeah, no, I'm excited to do a Forza competition. That'd be fun. Probably we have to ban the Supra though for sure. In any of the supercars.
Typhoon says, suggestion, female moderator to create further inconclusiveness.
You said a female moderator? Is that what he said?
He said, wait, I'm scrolling up. Suggestion, female moderator to create further inconclusiveness. Inclusiveness?
Female moderator? We already got one. His name is Austin J.
Carlos.
Haskins.
Carlos.
Yeah, Carlos, there you go. We already have
my
one.
brother / sister.
Why the hell me? Why me?
I said Austin first. All right.
Yeah, but she's saying me. Why me? I'm the bitch one here.
You're my brother and my sister, and you can you're the bitch brother. So that's like your sister.
Just call me brother. No sister. Just brother. That's
okay. Okay, just brother. Just brother.
Yeah, that's it.
Hey Austin, was there anything else you wanted to say to anybody?
Faustino, the snowman.
I think
I'm gonna melt you.
I think I'm good. I think everybody has really said everything.
Okay.
I just want to thank everybody for coming and showing up and speaking. We always welcome feedback. I guess I am the new head of complaints department, so if we have complaints, I guess DM me.
There you go.
You're not gonna go far if you DM him.
You won't go in. You won't get anywhere if you DM Carlos about that either. No, I'm just kidding. This is a joke, guys. You guys are more than welcome to. If you have complaints about something or someone, send us a message. We'll do our
But don't complain about me.
investigate.
No, they'll complain about me first.
There you go.